Now, I did hear that Triple H wants to sign Kenny Omega. Now, I'm actually shocked by this. I'm actually shocked he still wants a piece of Kenny Omega. But let's say he did join. What do I think his upside would be with that company? Man, I gotta be honest, man. I think he has missed the boat. I mean, I'm not saying he's kind of past his prime, but he's not as hot as he once was. I just feel like, look, I will still say this still to this day. He made a huge mistake signing with All Elite Wrestling. It's like, bruh, he should have struck while the iron was hot. It's like Triple H was trying to sign him like 4 years ago to a big deal, but he chose to go to All Elite Wrestling. I'm like, bro, you are going to live to regret that. And here's why. He was going to get a AJ Styles like push. Now, if he goes, he's not going to get a AJ Styles like push. It's not going to be there. You know why? He's not hot. He's not the number one guy in the world. Too many injuries. He's missed so much time. It's like, and I don't think his style works for Raw and SmackDown. And based on his body, I mean, bro, he's going to miss All Elite Wrestling. Based on the fact that, bro, they want you to work multiple times per week when you are on Raw and SmackDown, house shows, dark matches. So I feel like he made a huge mistake going there in the first place. It's like, bro, if the biggest brand wants you, just go. It's like, that was a huge risk going there. Now, when it came to Cody Rhodes, now that actually paid off. See, look, let's say Omega does go. Look, I think he has no upside. People need to realize when it comes to the World Wrestling Federation fan base, fun fact, they don't like Kenny Omega. Based on all the trash talk he's been talking for the past 4 or 5 years, they don't like this dude. See, it's not the same with Cody Rhodes. At least Cody had history with that company. Obviously, people knew he was going back. People knew all the trash talk Cody was saying about his old company. We all knew he didn't mean it. We all knew he was trying to keep up with the cool kids. But who was the leader of those cool kids? Omega was. Omega was highly influenced, man. He was a bad influence on Cody Rhodes. Bro, you see how much the fan base loves that Mr. Rhodes is back, right? He is really over. That crowd loves him. It's like, damn. They don't care what Cody has said for the past 4 years because they know he didn't mean it. But Omega, he actually meant it. Look, man, I think he will have a Scott Steiner-like run. I think he will have a Sting-like run. I think he will have a Diamond Dallas Page-like run on the main roster. He's not going to translate with that audience. And look, I'm telling you, man, they are not going to cheer for him. He's not AJ, and here's why. Has AJ Styles, did he ever talk crap about the World Wrestling Federation? No. Bro, that's the place he was trying to go to for the past 15 years. AJ just felt like he wasn't ready. But with Omega was talking crap about a company that was trying to sign him for the past 8 years. When it came to AJ was always trying to jump to the WWF. So that's different, man. Was AJ talking crap about Raw, SmackDown, Vince? No. That was Omega. It's like, it gets to a point where I don't even view him as a all elite wrestling guy if he were to jump there. In terms of, well, he actually made his name in a different country. So let's say H made him into a mid-card guy. I don't think that would scare away more all-elite wrestling talent, based on the fact that he made his name in a different country. See, look, he's not Cody Rhodes, man. If he were to be a mid-card guy, that's not going to scare away talent. Because I feel like Omega should be in that mid-card. Look, if he were to jump ship, I think they will give him maybe 2 main events at major pay-per-views, and then he's going to that mid-card. I think he might have maybe a Seth Rollins-like role in terms of mid-card, maybe upper, but mostly mid-card based on how the crowd sees him. That crowd is not going to open up to him like they did Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes is different. He was a homegrown talent who left. Omega is not. He is an outsider. That's the difference. He's an outsider who has been sending shots to that company. Now, people are saying, well, if he goes to that company, he's not going to be booked like himself. Well, that might be a good thing. Maybe he should take more advice. Maybe he should change up his style. Change your goddamn character. Take advice. Right? Maybe he should not be himself. Has that worked out for him in all elite wrestling? No. Right? Has being himself, booking himself, has that paid off when it comes to the ratings? No. People were always saying, if Omega was to go to the World Wrestling Federation, people were saying he wouldn't be allowed to be himself. Well, maybe that would have been a good thing. Has being himself worked out? Nope. To me, he was better when he was in New Japan Wrestling. Right? Maybe the main roster can beat the indie out of Omega. Just imagine if Omega actually took advice from the WWF PC. I think Omega would be a better wrestler. To me, right now, he's kind of reckless. Hence why he's always getting hurt. If he were to adapt to the WWF style, I think that would pay off, possibly add more years to his career. So, do I think he should jump ship? Look, man, I've been hearing these interviews from Omega, and man, he has not said a lot of positive things about his current company. So that's a bad sign for Mr. Khan. Omega has had issues with that goddamn video game. That's why he's mostly unhappy right now. It's that damn game. It's that goddamn video game. That's one of the main reasons why he's not all that pleased with all elite wrestling. And add CM Junk to that list. Like lately, man, he has not been the same Omega. he has been neutral. He has not been that mascot like he once was. It feels like he's just there just for the paycheck. Those are the vibes that I get from Omega. He's just there for the paycheck, and I think he might leave, man. And I think he might leave, and I don't think Khan is going to do anything about it. I think if Omega was to leave, it will be because he wants to end his career as a World Wrestling Federation talent, just to see, hey, at least I went there and tried out my talents for that company. So now I can retire saying, hey, at least I tried out for that company. At least I was not scared. So I think there's a strong chance he actually might leave. At first I was like, nah, man, he ain't leaving. But then I'm like, man, these interviews, he is not a happy guy with that company. That's a bad sign. I do see him possibly leaving, man. What do I think his upside is if he was on Raw and SmackDown? I think he will be a solid mid-card guy. Possibly give him, you know what I'm saying, some main event matches. Maybe I don't know, maybe like a Backlash. Now, what do I think his upside will be on the main roster? I think he will be mid-card guy. Sometimes he will be put in the upper mid-card. I think they might give him maybe 2 or 3 main events for low-level pay-per-views for the world title. Do I think H will give him the world title? Nope. I don't think so. If he was over, maybe. But I guarantee you he's not going to be over. Why should that audience cheer him? He's not Cody Rhodes. What history does he have for that brand? Nothing. At least Cody has history. That's different. All he was a returning son coming back home. Omega will be an outsider who has been bashing that brand for the past 8-7 years, bruh. I would say once in every blue moon you might put him in a main event, but it's not going to be a permanent thing. I see him possibly challenging for the US title or the IC title. I feel like that's his range. Like, honestly, I always viewed Omega as a IC champion, not as a world champion. I feel like he will be a really solid mid-card champion. I feel like that's his ceiling. Mid-card, IC champion, US champion, maybe have a feud with Austin Theory, have a feud with Seth Rollins. I feel like that's his ceiling. That type of level. That's it. I'm done.